and I have like only like 1 or 2 monthly matches on there. All the matches I've played so far, like they're private now, and I'll put them up once we're done. Um,
Okay.
but then all the other ones are just me playing my dad. We play on webcam, so I figure.
Okay. I just subscribed to you.
Oh, nice, awesome, thank you. Um,
That's actually the one social media where I'm the biggest at is I have a YouTube channel that I am very active on.
okay.
Not it has nothing to do with magic, but
well then,
I'm on YouTube a lot.
well then I'm curious. What does it have to do with?
Sobriety and writing poetry.
Okay. And what's the name of your channel?
It's BYG Poetry.
Okay, BYG.
And space poetry.
Okay. Yeah, those are really really cool things. Okay, I'll check it out.
Sweet.
Because I need a palate cleanser from Magic more often than not.
A lot of it is just doing daily short videos of like good morning and how many days sober I am has been my newest thing that I've been doing, and then there's a few of my poems that I put on there as like spoken word.
Incredible.
So
yeah, awesome.
That's what I've been doing now, but it's growing, which has been really really rewarding.
Yeah, well, I'll for sure check it out. Yeah.
Awesome, I appreciate it. I'll be on the play, and good luck.
All right, best of luck.
That's cool that you play with your dad.
Yeah, I taught him to play back in like 2000 because he would just like drive me around to tournaments and
very cool.
And basically he was just like, and I mean he's like a Lord of the Rings, like he's all about fantasy and everything and the D&D and he was like, hey, I should learn how to play, like so I know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And I taught him, and yeah, I mean he basically would draft every Tuesday, and we just jam a game of like Sealed of like the newest set every Wednesday.
That's awesome.
And it's just a good way for us to just hang out, every week. So
yeah, very cool. I'm going to keep my hand.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I will start us off with a Llanowar Wastes and say go.
Ooh, Llanowar Wastes. Okay. I'll draw. We'll put a Plains in play, tap for white, and we'll cast Weather Wayfarer.
Sure, okay.
And I'll pass.
Let's go Swamp. I'll take a point for green and go to 19.
Oh, yeah.
And I will cast a Wall of Roots.
Yeah, that's a Wall of Roots. So let me get my... Because I always forget to do this, the calculator, until we get started. Okay, I got you at 19. That's a Wall of Roots.
Yep, and that's it. Pass the turn.
Okay. Tap upkeep and draw for turn.
Is Wayfarer letting you get any land, or is it just basic plains?
Any land.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, any land. Okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Remember the pre-modcast episode where they talked to Patrick Burt about Weathered Wayfarer?
It's cool, and then there's like all the little tricks with like wasteland and fetches, and
yep,
it's a fascinating card. I'm really curious about it. Okay. It's a Wall of Roots. Alrighty. Well, we're going to go ahead and activate. And I'm going to look for a land.
Okay.
And I'm going to get a Gemstone Mine.
Oh, okay. Spicy.
Oh, yeah.
Or 5-color something.
And I'm going to tap for white, remove a counter, and we'll just go ahead and I'll plow the Wall of Roots.
Sure. I'll gain 0 life, and it'll be exiled.
And 6 in hand. I'll pass the turn. A turn 3 natural order just scares the whatever out of me. So
yeah.
I don't know if that's what's happening, but
Let's go. Second land war wastes. I'll take 2 points of damage for green mana. Go down to 17.
Okay.
And I'll play Yavimaya Elder.
Yeah, it's an Elder. It's good.
And I'll pass the turn with 4 in hand.
Very good. Okay. I'll draw. Mm-hmm. Okay, activate Wayfarer. I'll get a City of Brass.
Sure.
And we'll cut like that. And I'll play the city. And I will tap for blue, take a counter off the Gemstone Mine.
Okay.
And I'll play a Meddling Mage.
Absolutely.
And I will name Natural Order, because the Elder would like to be ordered as well.
Natural Order cannot be cast. Okay.
And I have 6 in hand, and I'll pass the turn to you.
I have you at 19 after the city tap.
Yes. Thank you.
No worries. Untap. Keep draw. Let's go to combat. I'll swing for 2.
No blocks.
Okay. I'll use 17.
17.
And then I'll use a black and 1. Play Ravenous Rats.
That's good.
I'll have
yeah, that resolves, and I will discard a City Brass.
Sounds good. I will play a mountain and pass the turn. 3 in hand.
A mountain. All right. Okay. Tab, upkeep. A mountain. I'll draw. Okay. How do we order this? Alrighty. What's up for blue? I'll go to 16.
Okay.
And I'll cast Quiet Speculation.
That's a reader for me. I don't know what that one does.
Yeah. So it's 1 in the blue sorcery. Search target player's library for up to 3 cards with flashback and put them into that player's graveyard. Then that player shuffles his or her library. So basically, I just get 3 cards that have flashback. I dump them in the yard, and that's it.
Okay. How many Battle Screeches are we grabbing?
No Battle Screeches.
Oh man.
No Battle Screeches.
Good tech.
I think there's some other stuff here.
Oh, I bet.
I
love seeing new stuff. That's what I love about this format.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I ran into this deck in person, and then I was like, okay, this is really cool. Okay, so I'm for sure gonna get a Cabal Therapy. You have 3 cards in hand?
I have 3 cards in hand. Yep.
Alrighty. I'm gonna get
I've decided this is going to be a deck that I play all year. Basically, I played a different deck in every monthly last year, and I felt like I didn't give any deck the proper reps to know it.
Yeah.
And I feel like this deck is one that rewards those kind of reps. So I'm going to play this deck basically the entire year. This is my plan so far.
Hell yeah. And that's what's cool, right? You can do it so many different ways. You can just go all in. You can switch it up. And it's not going anywhere. Okay, and then my third card is Roar of the Worm. So 2 Cabal Therapies and a Roar of the Worm.
Okay, this is spicy.
Those are my 3 cards.
Full four color stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to put them in the graveyard
Mm-hmm.
like that, followed by Quiet Speculation. And I will have 4 lands in play.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to tap the Gemstone Mine for white.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to search for a land.
Okay.
And we're going to get another Gemstone Mine. And then I'm going to flashback Cabal Therapy by sacrificing the Wayfarer. And I'm going to target you with the therapy.
Resolves.
Okay. I'll name Pernicious Deed.
Okay. I will show you Monk Realist, Recurring Nightmare, and Wall of Blossoms.
Okay. That's what you're up to. Okay. That's really cool. Okay. All right. So now I've got 1, 2, 3. All right. I'll tap the Gemstone Mine for white, and I'll play a Tireless Tribe.
Discard a card, buff its toughness.
Yeah, discard a card, and then it gets +0/+4 until end of turn.
Okay, gotcha.
And I can do that as many times as I have a card in hand.
Correct. Yeah, I remember the Pauper deck that was built around that and like Inside Out to turn it into a 20 power creature.
Oh yeah. I'll go ahead and sack the tribe, and I'm gonna hit your Recurring Nightmare. I'm gonna
that tracks
to the second therapy. So both therapies are gone, and there's a Ravenous Rats over there, and I will go ahead and swing for 2.
No effects. I'll take my 2 down to 15.
Okay. And I have 4 in hand, and I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'll use a red and 3. I'll play Avalanche Riders.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to destroy your basic planes.
Yeah.
And I'll go to combat and swing for 5.
Okay. I will take it. I'm at 11.
And I'll pass the turn 2 in hand.
Very good. Avalanche Riders. That red was in there for something.
Recurring Nightmare Avalanche Riders is very funny to me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Smelling Mage can sit there. Okay. I'll play Gemstone Mine. I'll tap for white, go to 10. We'll play another Wayfarer.
Sure.
I will tap both of these Gemstone Mine 1 and 2. So I ticked them down 1 for another Meddling Mage.
Okay.
And I'm going to name on natural order. There's a recurring nightmare. I'll just name your Wall of Blossoms.
Sure.
Because I can't think of anything else, and there's probably better stuff, but I can't think of it. And yeah, 2 cards in hand. And I will sit back for now. Your turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. I'm going to pay the echo cost on riders.
Yeah.
Draw. I'll go to combat. I will swing Avalanche Riders and my Yavimaya Elder.
Okay. My Wall of Blossoms mage is going to block the Avalanche Riders.
Sure.
And the Wayfarer will block your Elder.
Okay. Sounds good. So these will both die. And I will have a Yavimaya Elder trigger.
Yes, you got it.
Go search for 2 basics. I'll go get a Plains.
You are also up to no good.
I have the Smoke Realist here.
Good point. Yes.
I will go get a Plains and a Forest.
Okay. And so, yeah, this mage, it's on natural order.
Okay. Sounds good. Second main phase, I will play my Forest and pass the turn to you.
Yeah. Okay. Draw for turn. Okay, I will go ahead and attack for 2.
No effects. Take my 2 down to 13.
Play Undiscovered Paradise.
Hey, I like that. A Man of Culture.
Oh, yeah, thank you. All of these lands are going to do something to me not great. I'm going to tap for 4. I'll take 1 from City. This mine blows up. This one goes to 1. And
Armageddon.
Yeah. I'm going to flash back the worm.
Sure. That's a 6/6?
It is, yes. It's a 6/6.
Okay.
And where are my tokens?
Yucky.
Voila. Here it is. All right. So there's a worm. And 2 cards in hand, and I'll pass.
The worms don't have trample, do they? They're just big?
Yeah, this one's just big. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, even rats can, get in its way.
Do something.
Yeah.
Okay. This is castable again. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, well, let's play a Plains. Let's use a green and a generic. I'll play Wall of Blossoms.
Yeah.
ETB, I'll draw a card.
For sure.
We'll take a point for green. Cast Bop.
Yeah.
I'm down at 12. And I will use a white and 1 and run out Monk Realist with no enchantment to destroy.
For sure.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay. Tap, keep, and I'll draw for turn. We'll go ahead and come over for 6.
My Monk Realist will face the music.
Hey, not its job. So 3 cards in hand, and you have 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll pass to you.
Okay, untap.
Oh, I'm sorry. Paradise goes back to my hand, and I would just replay it. Sorry.
Okay, absolutely. I missed it as well. I'll use Bird for green, Forest for green, and 1. Play Yavimaya Elder.
Yeah, you have 2 cards in hand.
2 cards.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
And I will pass back to you.
Okay. Draw for turn. Attack for 6.
I'll block with Elder.
Sure.
Before damage, I'll activate Elder's ability.
Yeah, that's good.
Sacrifice it to draw a card. I'll go get my basics before I draw.
Of course, yeah.
Swamp. And Forest. And draw. Okay.
And I have 4 in hand, and I'll pass.
Okay, these are in my hand. Okay, untap. Upkeep, draw. Play Forest for turn. I'll use a white, 2 generics, and a black. I'll play Radiance Dragoons.
Yeah, it's a 2/5, and when it ETBs, you
I gain 5 life.
You gain 5 life. Okay. And how many cards do you have in hand?
I have 3, including this swamp, or 4, including the swamp.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Circular Logic and take 1. I'm at 8. My gemstone goes away.
Yep.
Basically counter it unless you pay, I think, like 8 or whatever.
Yeah, it's equal to the number of cards in your graveyard.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That will not be happening. So that will go to the graveyard. Okay. Well, if I can't have that toy, I'll try to play this one instead. Green and 2. I'll play a Nuftabi Orangutan with no targets.
Hey, that's a monkey.
I have 3 cards in hand, and I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Paradise goes back to my hand. I will draw. And I will attack for 6.
Ravenous Rats will face the music this time.
Yeah, that's good. And I'll play the Undiscovered Paradise. I will go down to 7, and I'll cast another Meddling Mage.
Sure.
And I'm going to name Recurring Nightmare. I know there's 1 out there, and I'm sure another one would be quite nice. 3 in hand, and I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'll play swamp. I'll go to combat and swing my Uktabi Orangutan.
Yeah, no blocks. I'll go to 5.
Okay. And I will pass the turn.
Okay. Upkeep, Paradise goes to my hand. And I'll draw. So there's Paradise. I'll play Gemstone Mine. And we'll go ahead and attack with everything.
Sounds good. Wall of Blossoms will block the worm.
Yeah.
And I'll plan on taking 4.
Okay. Got you at 8.
Yep.
Tap Gemstone Mine for white. We'll play Wayfair.
Okay.
And I have 2 in hand plus the Paradise. And I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'll go to combat and swing for 2.
I'll block with a Wayfair.
Sure. Okay. Stay at 5. Second main, I will. Let's see. I'll play a land for turn first. Let's play a forest for turn. Let's go black, and then 1, 2, 3. I'll cast Living Death.
Oh, shit. Oh, living death. It's like that Monty Python. Like, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. It's like nobody expects living death, even though I should. Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, that resolves. I think you got this, but let's see what happens.
Okay, these 2 are going to go into the yard. I'll end up with a wall, a rat, a dragoon, elder, monk, rider.
Oh, goodness.
Do you have any ETB triggers to resolve as the non-active player before I do?
Checking.
My Avalanche Rider will be targeting your Gemstone Mine.
Okay. So the only one is Meddling Mage.
Okay.
And that's as it comes into play.
Yep.
What do I name? Goodness. I'll just say, I don't think it's going to matter. I'll just say Recurring Nightmare again. But yeah, that's it. Those are all my triggers.
Okay, I'm going to gain 5 life, blow up your Gemstone Mine, and have you discard a card, and then I'm going to draw a card.
Oh, that's it?
Oh, that's it. 13. I'm going to draw, and I saw you discarded one. And then after that resolves, we'll go ahead and cast a Survival of the Fittest.
Ah, yes, there it is. Okay.
I will take a point for green, go down to 12. Oh, no, I won't. I'll stay at 13. You need a creature to discard. I've given you information.
I didn't see it. I literally did not see what you...
I will pass the turn.
Alrighty, well, end of turn. I'll pay a blue. Let's see what you had. I'll peek.
I will show you Recurring Nightmare, City of Brass.
Ah, very nice. Okay. I think I have a general understanding on the shenanigans you're up to. I'll swing.
Okay. Let's see. Radiance Dragoons will block Meddling Mage.
Mm-hmm.
Avalanche Riders will block a Wayfarer. Wall of Blossoms will block Tribe. Then Rat, Monk, and Elder will block. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I only need 2 more. So Wayfarer, Tribe, other Wayfarer, and Meddling Mage. So that should be all the blocks.
Beautiful. I'll hold priority, and I will absolutely scoop to that unbelievable
Okay.
trade you have. Oh, living death. Oh my goodness. What a card.
What a card.
What a card. I love it. Oh, I love it. That's really cool. Okay. This is quite frustrating. I want to keep all the cards in my deck and add 4 more.
Yeah,
That's not fair.
I know the feeling.
Goodness. Okay. That's what I love about Premodern, right? Like making these guesses, like, okay, Lenore Wade Swamp, like Wall of Roots, right? Like,
I look like the Rock.
Yeah, there was a lot. Yeah, I mean, here I am, calling out Deed and Natural Order.
Yep.
Yeah, there's just like there's no substitute for just like playing more games and seeing more decks. And
Absolutely.
very nice.
Have you played Raphael yet?
I did.
Okay. I thought he was on Fluctuator in game 1. He went Forgotten Caves, Blasted Landscape, Ruby Medallion. And I thought it was some like weird version of Fluctuator. And then I got my Avalanche Rider recurring loop going, so I never saw any more of his deck.
Oh goodness.
So I sideboarded very, very incorrectly.
Yeah, he game 1. I think he's on the play. He goes like mountain, like furnace. I'm like, oh god, that's like an absurd play against me.
Oh yeah, that's unreal good against your deck.
Yeah, he. I'm so used to playing him because I played him before, and he's like kind of a parfait guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, like when he threw the mountain, it was very like, oh, okay. I like what I'm seeing here, Raphael. But yeah, he had a cool brew trying to make kind of like that like red control.
yeah, it's the same deck that he won the pod with like 4 months ago.
Yes.
He and I actually he beat me on tiebreakers in that pod. I was on Oath, and he beat me in our game.
Damn. All right, I'll be on the play.
Very, very good. Okay, good luck.
You too. Yeah, I will keep.
Me too.
I'll keep this hand. Start with a City of Brass, go down to 19. And I'm going to cast Cabal Therapy, targeting you.
Sure, that can resolve.
I mean, I assume Survival of the Fittest is a 4 of, so I'm going to name Survival.
You have hit.
Okay.
Bird, Wall of Roots, Radiant Dragoons, Forest, Swamp. Carplusion Forest times 2, and then a Swamp.
Beautiful. Okay, sounds good. And I'll pass.
Draw. I will play Carplusion Forest, go to 19 for Birds of Paradise.
Okay, sounds good.
And I'll pass the turn.
And I'll tap upkeep, draw for turn. And play up Plains. Go down to 18. We'll cast Meddling Mage.
Sure.
And I'm going to name the Wall of Roots.
Absolutely. Uncastable.
And I have 4 cards in hand, and I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'll play Swamp and pass back to you.
Okay. I'll draw. Go ahead and swing for 2.
No effects. Take my 2 down to 17.
Okay. Okay. Play another city. White, and I'm going to go ahead and plow the birds.
Sure. I'll gain 0 life.
Okay. And we will then so that's on Wall of Roots, and I will then I'll go down to 16. I'll play another Meddling Mage, and I'll name Survival.
Survival of the Fittest, okay.
And I have 2 cards in hand, and I'll pass.
Okay. Draw. I'll play Carplusion Forest, and I'll pass the turn. 5 in hand.
Tap upkeep, draw for turn. We'll swing for 4.
Take my 4 down to 13.
go to 15. I'll play Wild Mongrel.
Sure. Okay.
And 2 cards in hand, and I'll pass.
Okay. Let's have a keep draw. I'll play Mountain, red and 3. Play Avalanche Riders.
I will go ahead and discard Circular Logic to the Mongrel.
Sure.
And then I'll cast it for its madness cost.
Yep, absolutely.
Go to 14.
I'll pass turn, 4 cards.
Alrighty. Untap, upkeep. Draw for turn. And we'll attack with all of them.
For 6, I have no blocks if there's anything before damage.
That's it.
Okay. Take my 6 down to 7.
7. And you have 4 cards in hand. Yeah, I'll pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. Let's take a point for green. Go down to 6. Play Birds of Paradise.
Yeah.
I'll use a black and 2 generic. Cast Recurring Nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Does this resolve?
Yes, that resolves.
I will immediately activate by sacrificing that bird and returning Recurring Nightmare to my hand to put Avalanche Riders into play.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll destroy your basic planes.
My basic planes. Sounds good.
And I will pass the turn without attacking.
Okay. And I got you at what is that? So you're at
6.
You're at 6. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. Okay, we'll attack with everyone.
Yeah, I will obligatory block Mongrel.
We'll go ahead and block or discard City of Brass number 3 to the dog.
Sure. The Avalanche Riders will eat it, and I'll take 4.
Got you at 2.
Correct.
And 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I'll pass to you.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw basic planes. Believe it or not, that's not a basic planes. Yeah, you got this one.
All right.
Good Cabal on turn 1.
What's that?
Good therapy on
Oh,
turn
thank you. I mean, I don't know. I was thinking about survival, late in the game, but I was like, well, I know there was a nightmare, so that's why earlier on, But goodness,
Yeah.
The moment the survival came down, I was like, okay, that's what's happening here.
Yeah, Rec-Sur.
Okay, let's see. Anything else? Rec-Sur. I mean, what a fun deck. Yeah, that's awesome. And I'd imagine there's a lot of leveling up, right? Like the more you play it, the more familiar you get.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, it's a deck that rewards play, like, because you
Yeah.
learn the different minuties between the pieces.
Yeah.
It's like I would feel bad just trying to play this for 6 games, and then just not touching it again.
Right. Right. Well, I will say that this deck has given me like just so many fun games. And so,
Yeah, absolutely.
like, regardless of the power level or the outcome, what's crazy is like there's just so many decisions here. Like, when do I hold land? What do I quiet speculation for? Like, what do you name with therapy? What do you name with mage?
Oh yeah, the game has a lot of decision play built
Yeah.
into it.
Um,
You said you ran into it in the wild, like in person.
I ran into it. Yes, I went down to Nashville and I played. They had like a River City little tournament, and it was like phenomenal.
Okay.
And have you?
Is that the playmat with the guy singing with the
Yes,
cowboy hat on?
it's the
Okay,
land still. Yeah, the standstill. The guy singing in the mic. It's an incredible playmat.
Yeah.
And have you
That's
played? Have you played against everybody in the pod? Like, is this your last match?
This is my last match. Yeah.
Okay, so Travis Schneider in our pod, I still have to play him next.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
I met him at the event, and he was like just a super cool guy, and basically like this is the thing he's been working on for a while.
Yeah.
And like, I think he'll play it like on like, Moto, or I think he's got some results with it, but I had never seen it, and I didn't know what the hell he was doing. And
Gotcha.
and I was on rock, and we just had like just great games, and he got me, and I was like, this is so cool, like I'm gonna build this. And so I haven't played in a monthly in a while, and then we have to like register the decks prior to, and
Yep.
and then I see that he's in this pod. It's like, oh god, I hope we have a mirror. And I mean, like I said, I have no idea what he's on.
Gotcha. I will not. I will not spoil it for you.
No, of course, and so that's kind of what got me into it. And then there's a couple of tweaks that I think I want to make.
Gotcha.
But like it's just been fun.
Yeah.
And so yeah, all credit goes to him, none to me.
That's fair enough, though. It's a fun deck.
Alrighty.
All right, I'll be on the play. Good luck.
Sounds good. You too.
Okay, I'll keep this one.
Let me think for a moment. Yeah, I'll keep.
Okay. Landmar Waste, generic, Phyrexian Furnace. Go ahead.
Aha! Yes. That card. Okay. Draw. We will play an island. And I will pass to you.
Tap. Upkeep. Draw. I'll play Landmar Wastes and pass the turn.
Okay. End of turn. I'm going to take a peek and see what you got going on over there.
Sure. Another Landmar Wastes, City of Brass, Forest, Radiant Dragoons, and the Symbiotic Worm.
Symbiotic Worm. Oh, so you are up to no good. Very nice.
Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty. So I will then draw for peak. And untap. Draw for turn. I'll play a city. Go to 19. I'll play a mongrel.
Sure.
And I have 6 in hand. And I'll pass to you.
In your end step, I will use Furnace to eat your peak.
It's been eaten.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Let's play Basic Forest. I need to check a typing thing real quick.
Yeah.
These old cards don't have the modern words. Okay. I'll take a point of damage for black. Go down to 19. I will cast Engineered Plague.
Yeah.
I'm going to name Human.
Okay, that's good.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay. Tap upkeep, draw for turn. Play a Flooded Strand.
Yep.
And I'm going to attack for 2.
No effects.
Okay. I have none either. Just take 2.
Okay, 17.
And I will pass the turn to you.
Okay, untap. Upkeep, draw. I'll play a City of Brass. Take a point for white. Play generic. Down to 16. Play Radiance Dragoons.
With that on the stack, I'm going to crack my fetch, go to 18.
Okay.
And get a Plains. Okay. Okay, so Dragoons on the stack. I'm going to pay 3 and go to 17. I'm going to try and counter it with Circular Logic.
I will activate Furnace targeting you.
In response to that, and it costs 1 if you want to crack it to hit a specific card, right? Okay.
Correct. In addition, yeah.
Right. Okay. In response to that, I'm going to discard Wild Mongrel, or Roar of the Worm to Wild Mongrel.
Sure. Okay.
So Roar of the Worm is discarded. You hit the strand, and now I have 1 card in my graveyard.
Correct. I will not pay the 1. This will get countered. Very well played.
Thank you.
I played my land. I took my damage. My spell got countered. I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Play a Flooded Strand.
Sure.
And I'll attack for 2.
No effects.
Okay, put you at 14. Crack the strand, go to 16.
Okay.
Get a... let me see what I want. Okay. I'll get a Plains. And we'll pay 4, take 1 from the city. We'll flashback the Roar.
Yep.
And
seems good.
Get a 6/6, and I'll pass it to you.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. Yeah, that wasn't the best. Okay, I'll activate Furnace targeting you.
Yeah, you got the logic.
And then I will activate it again, sacrificing it to get the strand and draw a card.
Sounds good.
Okay. Play Swamp. I'll take a point for red and go to 13. Spend 3. Play a 1/1 Avalanche Riders.
Yeah.
I'll take your City of Brass,
Okay, it's gone.
and I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap up cities in the graveyard. Okay, and I'll draw. Okay. We'll send them both over.
Riders will get in front of the worm.
Okay. I have no other effects.
Okay. I'll take my 2 down to 11.
And let's see here. You have 3 cards in hand?
3 in hand, yep.
Okay. Play a gemstone mine. 1, 2. Well, we'll just do it like this. And 2 for quiet speculation.
Sure.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to get therapy, acorn harvest, and ray of revelation.
Okay. What is Acorn Harvest?
Yeah, so acorn harvest, it's 3 and a green sorcery. Put 2 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens into play.
Okay.
And then it has flashback for 1 and a green, pay 3 life, and you just flash it back.
Okay, gotcha.
So the card can be nuts at times.
Pretty good combo with Cabal Therapy.
There you go. Yeah, I mean that's
I like that.
that's where it's gotten a little out of hand. But at this moment, I'm going to sit on that, and I have 3 cards in hand, and I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Play my 3rd land war wastes. Take a green and a generic. And I'll play Wall of Roots.
Yeah, that's good.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap, keep, and draw for a turn. And the symbiotic worm, it's whenever it dies, you get 7 1/1s, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Whenever it dies. Alrighty.
Let's put it in the graveyard from play. Yeah.
Okay. And you have 1 card in hand?
2, including the worm.
Oh, of course, including the worm. Okay.
Yep.
And
1 unknown.
And he cost
8.
8, is that right? Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, we'll just attack with both.
I'm going to block Wild Mongrel.
Okay. I have no effects.
Okay, I'll take my 6. Go down to 5.
I have 4 cards in hand. And yeah, I'll pass to you.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'll play Carplusian Forest.
Yeah.
I'll put a counter on my Wall of Roots.
Yeah.
-0, -1. Green. Use City for my other green. So I'm going to go to 4. And I've got triple green and a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to cast my Symbiotic Worm with no mana floating.
And again, it's a dies trigger, right? When it hits the graveyard.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to go to the graveyard from the battlefield.
Correct.
I wish it was if this creature was counter trigger.
Oh yeah. And you have 1 card in hand.
1 card.
Okay. All right. Just thinking here.
No worries.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I will pass the turn with 1 card in hand.
Okay. End of turn. I'll just pay a white, and I'll go ahead and plow it.
Yeah. I moved it into exile. I'll gain my 7.
You got it. Gotcha at 11.
Yep.
Okay. I'll draw. We'll go ahead and attack with both.
Cards in hand?
I've got 4.
Okay. Wall is going to try to block the worm.
The worm?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I have no other effects.
Okay, I'll take my 2 and go to 9. And my wall will meet Magic Jeebus.
And we'll go ahead and tap for green, white. I'm going to flashback the Acorn Harvest.
Sure.
2 squirrels. And I'll sack a squirrel to Therapy, and I'm going to name Living Death.
Okay, I'll show you Avalanche Riders.
Oh, that's an Avalanche Riders. Now you draw the Living Death.
I hope so.
Yes.
I can feed it to that circular logic.
Yes. 4 cards in hand, I'll pass.
Okay, untap. Upkeep, draw. Take up damage for red. Go to 8. And then 3. Play Avalanche Riders.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to blow up your gemstone mine.
My gemstone? Okay, let's go.
I underrated how valuable green mana is to you.
It is. It's quite pretty necessary.
I'll pass turn with 1 card in hand.
Very nice. And draw. All right. So Avalanche Riders is a 1/1. Yep. We'll just send everybody over.
I will block the worm.
3. Okay, that sounds good. Just take 3.
That works for me.
I took 5. Play another gemstone mine.
Yep.
And we're gonna 2, 4. going to cast Meddling Mage,
Sure.
and I'll name Living Death.
Yeah, that tracks.
And 3
I think
cards.
that's my last.
Yeah. That's all
my
I
only out. Okay. Untap. Upkeep, draw. Nope, you got it. That's another Avalanche Riders.
Shit, good game.
Good game.
Oh
Well
my
fought.
goodness. That was.
I think I boarded poorly. I brought in Engineered Plagues and Furnaces.
Yeah, I mean the furnaces are like very, very good.
Yeah. Seeing 1 in games 2 and 3 when I brought in 4 is I could have mulliganed more aggressively, I suppose, but I had presentable hands. I felt like in both games.
Yeah. No, the furnace is definitely tricky. I mean, it's definitely caused me some issues. The cool part is that though, if I quiet spec, right, I can basically go off on therapy before like you ever get the chance to get it or to target it. But yeah, keeping my card count low. I mean, that's still really important. Yeah, I mean, Furnace is like so good. I brought in Furnace against you.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I
should have thought about that. I actually cut my orangutan, so that makes sense. I cut a bunch of. I assumed you'd be bringing in enchantment removal, so I cut 1 nightmare.
Okay.
A bunch of my weird one-ofs.
I did, yeah. So I brought in. Let's see. I brought in. I did bring in a Ray of Revelation, right, to like maybe get a survival or a nightmare if the chance happened. Like all the walls and the birds and everything, all your little dudes kind of made me think like I'm never going to be able to like get the tribe about face combo off.
Yeah, gotcha.
And so I kind of like I took out a tribe. I took out a Wayfarer because it's like you can just block those dudes and it's not a problem. I took out a Swords, and then I run like just one of Call of the Herd that like again it just didn't seem like it was going to be that powerful against you. Like you've got dudes you can block. I brought in 2 Furnaces Array and then like a fun of Armadillo Cloak, maybe to help like a mongrel get over the top and like really.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like Cloak a lot.
It actually came in handy in the game against Raphael because it's just like I just got to get my guy too big to where he can't, Shard Phoenix it or bolt it. Or
yeah, that's what +2/+2 lifelink.
Yeah. Oh, and trample.
And trample. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. And really, this is for like again Sly because it's like you play a tireless tribe, you throw it on the tribe, like they can't really remove it, right? Because you could just keep pitching cards for every bolt or whatever, and then it's like it's a clock, and I'm gaining life, and so
I definitely think I should have brought in warships against you, even though I was expecting enchantment removal, which is why I originally didn't. But just like not having to block with my 1 creature every turn, I think would have been valuable.
Yeah, that could have been good. Oh, is that a Siege Gang?
Yeah, I cut that. That's a 1 of in the main.
Yeah.
Rats is a 1 of, Orangutan is a 1 of, and then Siege Gang. Siege Gang and Worm are my make dumb idiots to fire multiple recurrings.
Okay, I see. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, I love your deck. So how many survivals and Rex and recurring nightmares? Like
I'm on 4 of each.
4. Okay, 4 of each. Cool.
I'm on 4 of each in the main.
And so it's like what 4 birds, like maybe like 3 Wall of Roots.
I think I'm on the full boat of. Here, I'll just pull the creatures out.
Yeah.
Real quick. I'm on 1 Living Death.
in the main, right?
In the main, yeah.
Oh my god, that card.
So the list. I actually just pulled the list from the web page, like the Premodern website, where it has the decks.
Yeah.
It's literally just that list.
Yeah.
Pulled from the site. I didn't realize it was a deck. I ordered the survivals for commander decks.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh wait, this is a Premodern card. And so
Yeah.
I'm also playing Lifeline, which never came up in our games, but Lifeline is very funny.
What does that do?
Since it's a 5-mana artifact, whenever a creature is put into the graveyard, if there's another creature in play when this trigger resolves, the creature that died comes back to play at the end of the turn.
Oh, okay.
It lets you continuously chain echoed creatures without ever having to pay echo.
Brilliant.
And if you like sack a worm to a recurring nightmare, it just brings it back. It also works for your opponent's creatures, so it's symmetrical, but all of the powerful ETBs that this deck has, I'm assuming we'll just let that get over
Yeah.
the line. Let's see. I'm on one Achroma.
There's an Achroma. Oh my god. Oh goodness.
One Squee to fire off with survival. A Bone Shredder.
Of course.
The full boat of Avalanche Riders.
How many Elders?
I'm on 2 Yavimaya Elders.
Okay. I mean, it just feels so good when you sack the Elder to something and you draw 2 lands. I feel like everyone hates on Elder. It's great. I mean,
I think the card's awesome. I'm a big fan of it, especially in decks like this where it's like I need to hit my land drops. Like I have a top end that I can play towards.
Right.
The look of fear when I go get 2 planes when this trigger, it's like, oh shit,
what's happening?
I'm trying to cast my Achroma. Leave me alone.
Nothing to see here.
Octavia Orangutan, 1 Ravenous Rats. I've got a suite of a bunch of weird 1-ofs that can kind of loop.
Yeah.
4 birds, 4 Wall of Roots, 3 Wall of Blossoms, 2 Elders, and then a bunch of 1-ofs after the Riders and Dragoons. I have 2 more Dragoons in the board too, so I go to a full 4 against Sly.
I mean, that's just gross against them.
Yeah, it's backbreaking.
I mean, what a card.
Gain 5 life, and I have a 2/5.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you want to throw a ball lightning into it? Like, here, be my guest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, what a beautiful list. I mean, it's cool because it's like it can be kind of like you can go off early, but then you could also just play like a completely like fair game and like just value your way to the late game. I mean, game 1, right? Like I wasn't even sure what what all you were up to, but like you were able to make it happen. And
showing you Living Death in game 1 sucked. I did not enjoy doing that, but it worked.
Yeah.
As a 1-of, it sucks to show it in game 1, but it is inevitable. Like that's the thing I really like about the deck. Like if nothing's happening, I think I'm winning if nothing is happening.
Yeah. That living death is unbelievable. Yeah, I think you were like, yeah, you know what? I should play this, right? Instead of let's see what happens. I mean, I thought I was good to go. Game 1, I thought I was chilling.
Yeah.
How kind of you to bring back my Wayfarers. That was so nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Well, thank you for the match, Javi. Always a good time. And
great.
Next one.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, last thing I'll say is like basically the deck runs 2 about faces. So yes, it can do the turn 2. Like if there's nothing in the way, and so, but it kind of leans to just being able to grind and use Mongrel and Mage and
Roar of the Worm being a 4-mana 6/6 is like, shit.
Yeah, Roar of the Worm has been really good, but like I said, kind of the most gross moves I've been doing have been the Acorn Harvest into 2 therapies, and if I've already taken a peek at their hand, it can just be kind of disgusting. What's wild about the deck is like the mana is like crazy. It's like really never been an issue. And so Travis like, and whoever he worked on it with, they figured out the mana and it's fun.
I fired multiple Avalanche Riders on you and I was never able to feel like I had you color screwed at any point.
Yeah, it's a crazy deck.
Super cool.
I enjoy it. I've had, like I said, nothing but like really, really fun games. And the circular logic, I run 3. It needs to be 4. That's a big change I'm going to make. And then the last thing I'll say before I check out, the fun of 1-of All-Star in the deck has actually been Rancor.
Hell yeah.
Because you throw it on the tribe and it's basically a 3/5 that can just keep getting bigger.